Title: The Man Who Called the Shadows. In a crumbling village nestled deep within the Carpathian Mountains, there lived a man named Tomasz. He was quiet, withdrawn, and carried a weight that others couldn't name. The villagers whispered that his wife had died in childbirth years ago, and since then he'd taken to studying strange books and symbols by candlelight. By day he was a woodcutter. By night he pored over tomes of forgotten languages and inked glyphs onto parchment with shaking hands. He was searching for something, anything, to bring her back. One cold October night, with the full moon hanging low and the trees groaning in the wind, Tomasz performed the ritual. He stood alone in the forest clearing, barefoot in the snow, encircled by black salt and candles burning with violet flames. He spoke the words he'd memorized from the rotting pages of the Book of Etherian. His voice cracked as the air thickened. The sky turned the color of ash. Time slowed, and then something answered. A whisper at first, then a scream, then silence. He returned home dazed and exhausted. At first nothing happened. Then came the footsteps. They started 3 days later, soft dragging sounds echoing in the hallway at night. He bolted his doors, slept with a hatchet. But each morning he found things moved. A chair slightly askew, muddy prints on the floor. His wife's portrait turned to the wall. By the end of the first week he saw her. Not as she had been, but something worn thin, as if her spirit had passed through fire and been stitched back together with shadow. Her eyes were hollow, her smile too wide. She stood at the foot of his bed and whispered, "You called me." And then she was gone. Guilt clawed at Tomasz. He hadn't summoned her, not truly. He had summoned what was left of her, dragged from some place where the dead are not meant to be disturbed. He tried to reverse the ritual. He burned the book, salted the house, even went to the priest. But the shadows had already sunk in. Each night she returned, each time more solid, more hungry. The villagers stopped seeing Tomasz entirely. His house, once dimly lit, sat in darkness. One day they noticed smoke pouring from his chimney. Then silence. When they finally entered, they found the furniture overturned, the windows shattered inward. No body, only a message carved into the wall with shaking hands. "I brought her back, she won't go alone." And every full moon, some say, if you walk near that clearing, you can hear footsteps in the snow, one light and soft, the other dragging behind. And sometimes at a whisper, "You called me."